Hello, and of course, welcome to the channel. I am on Hollywoodbets platform, as you can see, and I'm about to answer a very famous question that is asked by a lot of people. And that question is, how do I win? Yeah, people are asking that question. So now, there's few things that one need to consider before I answer that question. You must know that in this betting game, it's all about chances. If you don't take the chances, then you will never know. So betting, it's all about taking chances. But before you take your chances, you must consider other things as well. There are rules. There are simple rules that one must follow, must get guidance from so that you can, stand a big chance of winning. Now I'm answering that question of how do I win. Now, those rules, one of those rules is greediness. Do not be greedy. How does one become greedy? It's either by placing a lot of teams. It has been proven. If you're going to put 40 teams, 50 teams, there's a tendency of people doing this thing. Let me just click on today's matches. There's a tendency of people doing this. Checking the obvious. They are so-called obvious markets here in betting. Like for instance, let's say additional totals. You see this over 0.5. You hardly see a high intense match ending 0-0. Maybe at least the worst case will be 1-0. So that's why this is deemed as obvious. This over. This means that there will be a goal in the match. People will play maybe 50 of those things, of these very small odds. Maybe the odds are, let's say maybe the odds are maybe 1.05 or maybe 0.6. And then someone decide to take 50 of those things and look at the odds. 18. Only to get 18. What is that? Yeah, it's decent odds, but it's decent odds from how many matches? 50 matches. That's risky. So you're going to maybe put your 500. Look at that, 9,000. Yes, but you have to wait. The suspense will kill you. So that's one thing that you mustn't do. You mustn't put a lot of matches. That's part of being greedy, not always, because when you're trying to do this, that's wrong calculations. It's not just you being greedy, but this is wrong calculation. But sometimes being greedy also involves putting teams with higher odds. For instance, in this case, you put over 3.5, you put 30 of these, or maybe not 30, maybe 40. You say 1.3, which is in this case, that's how they calculated 1.3. You say 2, so maybe you put 30 of these. Look at this, look at the odds. That's even way too much, because that's 71 billion. Of course, it's very it's no longer relevant. Maybe you put 15. Yeah, you see 15. Look at the odds, 266,000. And then when you place your $50, you're going to get how much? 13 million. If you can get 13 million with these odds, why don't you decrease them and maybe get 20k, and build from 20k? That's greediness. So those things don't work in gambling. So those are just some of the important rules. Greediness, betting high odds, betting a lot of numbers, a lot of teams. So avoid those things. So now, I want to show you now a simple way, not rather a simple way, but just a typical example of how can you choose decent odds, a less number of teams, and also by also choosing good markets. Because one of other rules that you must follow is make sure that you do your analysis on whatever you choose. So, sometimes you can choose big odds. Maybe you check here, there's over 1.3, over 3.5 in terms of overs and in goals. And then look at their odds, 1.3. These are decent odds, these ones. 1.3. Whew. If you put 10 teams here, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of money, 100k with this. So that means these are decent odds. But even with decent odds, you can still lose, even if you have analyzed. But at least if you're going to choose such odds, do your analysis. So that's what I prefer. That's my own preference in terms of answering that question of how to win. I prefer choosing decent odds, little number of those. Don't choose a lot of teams. Choose few teams with decent odds. And also analyze properly. Analyzing properly includes checking statistics, previous matches, what, all those things. That's called analysis. So if you do proper analysis, you follow the rules, you don't become greedy, you choose few teams, obviously decent odds, then you stand a chance of winning. Then you take a chance. That taking of a chance is more, it stand a big chance of winning. There's at least 80% probabilities on that chance that you have taken if you're going to follow the rules. So I've already done my bet slip. You can see I have a bet slip already. I'm going to explain this to you. This bet slip here. Let me just click here and just see. Okay. All right, not a problem. So this is what I did here. So what I do is I check. Let me just go to Europe. So I did check matches that I can place bets on. First things first, let's see. Let me check. Okay, let me take Tottenham. I think Tottenham will be a good example. I think I will place a bet here as well. So there's a market that I think it was a good risk. This market, I will show you that market. So here is Tottenham, and it's playing against AZ. I don't know this team, but it's from Netherlands. It's AZ Almark something. So I will check on matches. I want to check the previous matches between those. Okay, there's no history, so I will just click on Tottenham. I want to check on Tottenham's history alone. Look at Tottenham. Obviously, I will check the UEFA Europa League, not the league. I can check the league as a reference only. Now, I'm checking Tottenham. Okay, this is their last match on Europa. And what I'm checking, what I'm more interested in are the odds. Because the odds are showing you that Hollywood or whatever this bookmaker or these people who are doing the app, they have done the analysis for you. You must know that odds are a definition of analysis done by the bookmaker. They have checked a lot of things. You don't have to do deep analysis. Sometimes you can just follow the odds. Not always you'll win, but yeah, because these people can be wrong as well. The market control itself. Teams do lose. So by checking at the odds, look at this. This is what I call an extravagant difference in odds. Look at the odds of Tottenham to win against this team. Look at the difference, 7.5 and 1.36. That's more than 6. This match, the odds already suggested, before this match began, the odds were suggesting Tottenham to whoop this team. 2-1 was a surprise because the odds suggested that Tottenham will whoop this team very hard. These odds are suggesting a 5-0 or more, 5-0 scoreline. But it was never the case. Tottenham is a team that is, look at them. They only scored 2 goals. Okay, so that's what I've noticed in this team. Now, let me check another team. Okay, here is another Europa League match team. I will just open it. Tottenham, 3-0. Whew, look at the odds now. This is not just extravagant difference in odds. This is what you call super extravagant difference in odds. Look at that. 1.14. Against 17, this Karabakh team. I think this is a team from Azerbaijan. Yeah, I think it's a Karabakh team from Azerbaijan. Yeah. It's probably a good team there, but not here. Look at the odds. They were suggesting that this team will be whooped 5-0, 6-0, 7. That's basically what these odds suggest when the difference is so huge, so super extravagant. So, but it was not the case. Look at Tottenham scoring only 3 goals. Okay, very modest team. Only scoring 3 goals. What does that suggest about Tottenham in this competition? Especially when they have met a team and the odd difference is super extravagant. What does that mean? Now we're gonna see. Okay, you can use the league as a reference. You can see here against Brentford. Okay, obviously that's extravagant as well because look, 1.5, 5.7. That's a lot of difference as well. And you can see they only scored 3 goals. It's league matches. I told you that we're not going to check league matches, but just for reference, let's have a look at here. This 4-1 win. Look at the difference as well. Extravagant difference of odds, suggesting that Tottenham must whip this team. And they did here by the look of things. Look, 4. It's first time seeing them scoring 4 after the odds suggested that they must whip their certain team. And they did. So now, after all of this, what do I see about Tottenham, or what do I conclude about Tottenham? So this is me taking a chance now on Tottenham. Look at the odds, first things first. Look at the odds. Very big margins, like 1.42 versus 6.25. That's a huge difference in odds. That's extravagant. So I do suggest that, the odds do suggest that Tottenham must whip this team. But because I've seen that Tottenham don't whip these teams that they are playing against, but they at least score at least 2 goals against them. So I can take a chance here. I'll take a chance with Tottenham. Where's Tottenham? But I'm taking a chance with this market now. There is this market of multi-goals. Basically, it's multi-goals. It's goals scored. It's home multi-goals. Here is it. Multi-goals home team. I'm only focusing on Tottenham now. I don't care if they lose this match, but I'm just checking their history in terms of them playing with weak opponents, but they don't smash them. They just beat them maybe 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, So I'm following that trend. Nowhere whereby they won 1-0. So I do think they will maybe score 2 or more again on this match as well, according to those previous results. So that's it now. Look at my ticket. I do have Fiorentina as well. I did do the same thing with Fiorentina. I chose this market because this market have decent odds. You see odds of 0.8, 0.9, I think these are very much decent odds. Look at that. 5 legs only, and the odds is 24. So I can maybe put one more leg here. Let me check for another team that I can. Chelsea maybe, Fiorentina, no. Let me just look for another team. But I need a team now that has, very, very big difference in odds. I like this extravagant difference in odds between teams. So look for that team as well. Okay, I think Porto. Look at Porto. But let's come here on our SofaScore app and check for Porto. I think Porto is a team that I can trust. Porto doesn't play even with teams. Even in terms of scoring, Porto doesn't play. But that doesn't suggest that they win. Sometimes they score a lot of goals and they lose. But I like the fact that they score. Okay, there is it. There's the Porto that I know. Look at them. Okay, that's just a league match. So let's first look at the competition that we are interested in. Okay, here's the competition Europa. Look at them against Manchester. They score 3 goals, and that was a draw. Let's check here. Okay, here I don't know what happened, but what I'm interested in is Porto scoring. I don't care about them losing, because even the odds they were suggesting, they were not extravagant odds. These are just normal odds, but the odds are low on Porto. That's it. But they were not suggesting that Porto will whip this team, but at least they were suggesting that Porto will win. But look at them scoring 2 goals. That's what I like. That's what I want. Now, putting a reference in terms of the league matches and other cup matches as well, because there's not too many Europa matches. You can see here they won 3-0. And look at this. Look at the odds. Check the odds in this match. I think this was a cup or something. What was this? Was it a cup? No, it was a league, by the way. No, it was a cup, I think. Portugal. What? Yeah, I think it's a cup match. Look at this. What does this thing suggest? This suggested 10-0 scoreline in this one. Trust me. When you see 1.04 against 51. Yes. This was suggesting a big scoreline. But guess what? Porto only scored 3. So, okay. Might not be a good reference because these cup matches, they change squads and all of those things. Let me check another match rather. Okay, this is a league match. Maybe the way you... Yeah, I think this is a good one. This is a league match. They were probably using their normal squad. Obviously, look at the odds. Another extravagant difference in odds. And guess what happened? Porto only scored 4. Because this huge difference, this is suggesting a 5-6-0. But it never happened. So I can take a chance on Porto and play the same market that I played on other teams here. Where's that market? Multi-goals home team. I'm only focusing on these big favorite teams. Okay. Where's Porto? Did I choose that already? Where the hell is Porto? Oh my god, where the hell is Porto? Okay, there's Porto. No, man. There's Porto. I think I already chose Porto. Why it's disappearing on my radar? Oh, okay, I think I already did. Let me look for other team then. Did I choose Fiorentina? Let me check. Okay, I did choose Fiorentina. I did choose Rangers. I did choose Lyon, but I need one more team, man. And I did choose Tottenham, right? Okay, there is it. I'm looking for one more team now. Okay, I did choose Porto already. Okay, what other team now? I need a huge difference in odds. Lyon. Okay, I think this Lyon. I'm not even going to analyze it. I'll first bet it and then lastly analyze it. Okay, it's already there. Oh my god, what the hell? I've already chose it. I'm confused now. I don't even know teams that I've chosen already. Where the hell? What else can I choose? Because I need 6 teams so that this can have weight. You know, Adelaide. Okay. Rangers, Lyon, Adelaide. I think I must maybe take that Adelaide. Okay. I'm not sure now what must I choose now. I can't choose Roma. Roma, it's a weak team. It has been weak and I don't want to risk it on Roma. Roma has been weak and very weak. I think, okay, not this one. I'm not sure about this now. Apoli, what? Don't even know these teams. I know them by their leagues, of course, but okay, let me check this. I think this sounds good. I know this team, but I don't know them, you know. It's very surprising. I do know the name. It's from Syrup and whatever, but I can't really say, okay, whoa, I will be taking a risk on this nonsense team. I'm not sure which team must I take now, but I'm interested in having at least 6. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not sure which team must I take now, but I need 6 at least. Whew. Okay. Right. Okay, for some reason, I decided to go for one last team, and that team is Adelaide. I decided to go for Adelaide. This is probably going to be the worst decision, but I mean, I'm going to take it anyway and say 2 to 3. You can see the odds are also suggesting that this is a dumb move, but I'm taking it. In fact, I'm taking it out. No, taking it out. It's the wrong move. I think I'm going to bet this because this is a sign of greedy. If you can't get other decent odds, because you did good analysis on these 5, if you can't get other decent odds, then those are your odds. So put your stake. So it's fine. I'll just put maybe a 50 rand stake. I mean, look at the 10 out. The potential payout is $700. So that's decent amount. Given that you've only put $30, 700. I mean, you can maybe again place another bet now. This time around, place $300. Then you stand a chance of winning 7,000 the next time you bet. So that's it. I'll put $30, and that's it. I'm done. So I'm done. I'm waiting for my winnings. So that's how you win. If I've answered that question, that's how you win. I think we've covered here everything in terms of following the rules, you know, or rather how to win. We've chosen decent number of legs, and we've chosen decent odds, decent high odds, and we've placed good stake, I think, and we did a decent analysis. So that's just about it, and we've taken a chance. So that's how you take a chance. And I will probably come up with other videos as well, because I've seen some other markets that I think we need to explore, especially with this kind of with kind of mentality of following the rules and not wanting to lose and all that, wanting to win, you know. So I'm going to show you others, but for now, that's just about it. That's how I answered your question of how to win. We will see if this will be a winning ticket. I don't know.